I think there was like some Huggies diapers sitting on the floor. I swallowed it, wasn't breathing. This is the hospital that I got saved at. That's why you no longer see the holes punched in the diaper bags. Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. My name is Jody, and today's video is going to be a little different. I am sharing with you a story. It happened to me when I was 9 months old, so I don't have any memory of this whatsoever, other than from what my parents have told me happened, or there was a time that I had seeked out the medical records, read them 10 plus years ago. I don't remember everything that they said, so I wanted to seek those records out again to be able to share this story with you the best that I can. Look what's arrived! We're gonna go to the hospital and hopefully find some old medical records of mine and hopefully grab a yummy meal while I'm there. We need to get back here this afternoon. I have a dentist appointment to get my teeth cleaned, and Micah's gonna stay with Lucas for me, so I gotta get there and get back, and it is about a 45-minute drive in just one direction for me. You look like you're rather anxious to get out of here. Yeah? You ready to go for a ride? My favorite yarn store. And this is where I was talking where we're gonna get something to eat. Little print on the table. Little bees over there. You having some juice, Lukey? We're in the play area here. Huh. Lukey found this pretty cool toy. And it's for narwhal. Pretty cool. O is for owl. Hippo. Baby deer down there, huh? 2 of them. What are they doing? Do you see the deer? Is that pretty cool, Lukey? Can you see deer? Deer. So this is the main entrance. Right in there and off to the left is the ER. That's a little food court. And off to the right is where I went into the medical records. So this is the hospital that I got saved at. Today just isn't my day. There was another hospital I was at, and I'm gonna try calling up there and seeing if they maybe have the records. That's an even farther drive, and I feel like less of a chance they had it, but the lady at this hospital actually sounded like they might actually have it because they're more of a specialized hospital. So I just got off the phone with the other hospital, and they are pretty sure that they should have the records. She emailed me a form I need to fill out. It's like I mentioned before, an hour away. So I'm gonna run into the library here, get it printed, and get it in the mail to them. And so this is gonna have to be continued until those forms get here. And they finally arrived. So I wanted to take a moment here and open them, read them, see if there is some information in here that will help me share with you guys about this kind of tragic, scary experience that happened to myself and my parents. So the first page here is just the acknowledgement of the request of my medical records and what I sent to get them. Take that apart there. Oh boy. This is in doctor's handwriting, so this can be a little actually hard to read. And there are 2.5 pages of his handwriting, and there is one typed page. I'm going to go ahead and take a moment here and read it all over. Alright, so the typed page was way easier to read and get through. It does seem a little different than what I originally read. It kind of makes me disappointed that I did not hold on to the records from the first hospital I was seen at. So, to get to the story, from what I remember my parents telling me, so I don't know how correct this is or not. I was about 9 months old. My mom was putting clothes away in the closet, and I think there was like some Huggies diapers sitting on the floor, and I was playing with the bag, or I got into the bag or something. And those diapers, they used to, back in the day, some people may remember this depending on your age, punch holes in the bags to allow the diapers to breathe. I had gotten a hold of one of those pieces. My dad had just gotten off work and was showering, and I swallowed it, wasn't breathing. My mom hollered for my father. They jumped in the car and ran me to the hospital, which is about a 7-minute drive. It can take maybe it could have taken them a little more or less. Since they were upstairs, they did have to get downstairs, and obviously getting in and out of the vehicles and into the hospital. I'm sure things were rushed pretty quickly once they got me there, but I wasn't breathing and was turning blue. So the doctor there, who I ended up going to school with his son, he pulled the plastic out of my throat from what I understood. And I was fine, and then they sent me to another hospital for overnight viewing. Since my dad had just gotten home and was showering, I think a little funny tidbit was he just kind of threw on what he could, and the one doctor, I think, ended up getting him a robe or something so he could come in. So that tells me they probably hot-tailed it in there as fast as they could. This first page is really super hard to read. I'm thankful there is a typed page, which is basically just condensed of this last page. So there was an x-ray taken to see if there was any plastic or whatever still in my body or my lungs, and I was kind of hoping that would come. It didn't come. But I'll just go ahead and read to you a little bit from this. It says that my admission diagnosis was possible aspiration in the foreign body. Baby girl who was noted by mom to be playing with some plastic particles approximately 1/2 inch in diameter and the thickness of a plastic garbage sack, which were from a Huggies diaper box. One thing that was also neat is I'm pretty sure my parents wrote a letter or contacted Huggies about me choking on this piece of plastic, and that they ended up covering my doctor bills, and that is why you no longer see the holes punched in the diaper bags. So I might, through my experience, maybe save some lives of other babies, because this was back in 1985, 9 months old. It says she picked up the baby away from the plastic pieces and noted a piece in Jody's mouth which she removed immediately. After removal of the piece of plastic, the child apparently turned blue and quit breathing, and the father stuck his finger in Jody's mouth to clear it away of any other pieces, but none was found. The baby then rolled her eyes backwards, and the total episode of cyanosis, apnea, and eyes rolling lasted about 45 seconds. The child was immediately brought to the ER, at which time I had been seen by the doctor. The baby was pink and having no respiratory difficulty. The parents were sure and suspected that I might have swallowed or aspirated more of the plastic pieces, and for reassurance I was transferred to the other hospital for workup of possible aspiration of foreign body. I was otherwise healthy with no other medical problems. When seen here at the hospital, the child appeared to be well nourished with, I think it's supposed to say infected right eye, it looks misspelled, that the color was pink. The baby was breathing comfortably without any respiratory distress. I did notice in here that they gave me, they said, some medication for my eye, and it noted here a clogged tear duct, which is pretty common. Infants, if you've ever seen them, they'll get gooby eyes, and one thing that I learned was massage can really help clear the tear ducts and keep those from staying clogged. It says my temperature and respiration were regular, the chest examination was clear, and pretty much everything else was normal. There was no evidence of lung collapse, and they just admitted me overnight, and when seen in the morning I was alert and playful, and upon the lung examination again that it still seemed clear to the hearing. And that overnight I had no recurrent apnea or cyanosis. They also talked about feeding me on feedings, tolerating the feedings without any problems, and then being discharged home, and if I had any other issues, to return to my regular pediatrician. So that is my huge, crazy story. I am thankful that I am still alive and here and able to share this experience that I thought would help you maybe know me a little bit more. One thing that I had concerns of is what the amount of time that I had of not breathing could have caused to brain damage. I think once you hit like 10 minutes, becoming unconscious and not surviving is a pretty big thing, and to think about the amount of time that I could have experienced not having oxygen and, you know, damaging my brain definitely could have had an effect on me where maybe I don't notice it, but maybe other people can notice it. And it's not just, I feel like, in a smart or not smart way, but the brain, you know, you rely on that for, I guess, emotions and behavior, and I don't know, maybe this experience shaped who I am today in a way that I don't understand or know, and maybe it hasn't. It's just something that happened, and I'm thankful that there was the doctors there able to prevent anything worse from happening. Suffocation, I feel like, could be an extremely scary thing. It's just, you know, nothing anyone ever wants to have to experience, and that's why I'm thankful that they took the steps to reach out to Huggies and contact them about the experience, that those holes or slots or whatever aren't punched in diapers anymore, not putting other kids at risk. I don't think anyone in this situation is to be blamed or at fault. Accidents happen. I feel like that's why they're called accidents, and the best thing we can do is take what we can learn from them and make the changes that we can make to change them. And so thank you to Huggies too, making the changes that you guys made back in the day. It'd be kind of interesting to talk to them and see if there's anyone around still in that company that remembers any of this themselves. So, and I wanted to say thank you to Huggies for taking care of my hospital bills. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching this video today, you guys. I appreciate you being here and supporting our channel. Leave a comment and let me know what you thought of all this, or if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. I love meeting you all. If you enjoyed this video, take a moment and give it a thumbs up. If you're new and haven't subscribed yet, be sure that you do. Love to have you join our channel, and we'll see you all next time. Have a great day. Bye.